Berkeley Haas is known for its tight community, ties to Silicon Valley, and deep commitment to social impact, a combination that leads it to say that it's at the heart of what's next. With fewer than 300 students per class and less traditional essay prompts, securing a spot at Haas is not an easy task. So how can you write amazing application essays that will wow the Haas admissions committee? Well, let's leap in. Our first question, which used to be a written essay, is now a video essay, which is not surprising in the age of AI. You'll have 2 minutes to answer what makes you feel alive when you're doing it and why. The Haas AdCom wants you to quickly open your soul. They want to get to know not what you've accomplished, but who you are when you feel your best. And they want it in a more dynamic format than a written essay can provide. That's a tall order. Of course, there's no right answer for this. For one person, the answer might be as broad as creating or supporting. For another, it might be as specific as podcasting or woodworking, writing or cooking. And for yet another, it might be as abstract as laughing. Don't try to guess what you think the school wants to hear, but truly think about what makes you feel alive and share a narrative that reveals you doing it and gets to the heart of that why. So if you feel alive while woodworking, you likely have a metaphor for creating, artistry, focus, or tenacity. If you feel alive while supporting others, you need to really show how you do this in a way that speaks to your soul and where an outsider can get a sense that this is not what you do, but is fundamentally who you are. A quick word about work stories. You can write about work here if your work is what truly makes you feel alive, but you have to stay away from the commonplace aspects of your work. So it's going to be hard to argue that you feel alive when you're deep in that spreadsheet or when you balance the books. Nothing's impossible, but a pure work story that explores work that many others engage in, well, could be pretty hard to knock that one out of the park. The key, if you're writing about work, is to pursue the metaphor, to discuss aspects of work like the strenuousness of the achievement or the sense of purpose that compels you. In other words, it's unlikely your task itself is what makes you feel alive, but it's the impact that compels you. You'll get 2 attempts to record this video essay and no more than 2 minutes to respond. Bring energy and enthusiasm to your submission. After watching your video, the admissions committee should have no doubt that you're genuine about the topic you choose. We have a YouTube video all about preparing for video essays, so be sure to check that out for many more tips. Okay, one down. Let's talk about Haas's second required question, a no-nonsense written essay about your motivations and expectations. What are your short and long-term goals, and how will an MBA from Haas help you achieve these goals? Short-term goals should be achievable within 3 to 5 years post-MBA, whereas long-term goals may span a decade or more and encompass broader professional aspirations, 300 words max. This one's pretty straightforward. It's a personal statement asking about your motivation to earn an MBA and expectations as to where you'll go after graduation. Since space is limited, focus on presenting your answer directly but thoroughly. Start with very brief context for your career to set the table for why your goals are plausible. Then establish a clear, achievable, but also ambitious goal and make sure that the transition from your short to your long-term goals truly works. That your short and long-term goals are related and that one will logically lead to the other. Then, with your remaining space, you need to clearly outline resources that you'll leverage while at Haas to grow into an individual capable of achieving them. You might dedicate half of your essay to why Haas, and in doing so, truly lay out a plan for how you'll spend your precious time in the school and why Haas is the right fit for you. Again, 300 words is a tight space to ensure that you include all of these components. You'll need to carefully and thoughtfully refine this essay. In On Track, our on-demand MBA application course, we dedicate 25 lessons to personal statements, including my analysis of 6 different sample essays. It's incredibly comprehensive and should get you on your way to writing an amazing personal statement. Sign up for a free plan, a free On Track plan, to sample some of the content for yourself today. Back to our Haas essays. The next one is considered supplemental information and is brand new this season. Distance traveled. At Berkeley Haas, we consider distance traveled as the contextual information that helps us understand the unique circumstances, challenges, or influences that have shaped your personal and professional journey. We invite you to share aspects of your background, personal circumstances, or significant experiences that have meaningfully impacted who you are today and how you've reached this point. Please tell us how these experiences have influenced your perspectives, decisions, and aspirations, and how they contribute to the person you are becoming. and 300 words. With this supplemental question, the admissions committee wants to get a sense of your background and potentially the challenges you faced. In essence, this is the school's diversity question, but by law, they can't say that. Still, you don't have to be a member of an underrepresented group to answer it. You might still have faced obstacles or had significant experiences that have influenced who you are, regardless of whether you represent conventional senses of diversity. If so, Haas wants to hear about them. The key to responding effectively to this prompt is illustrating not that you've had these experiences, but that you've learned from these experiences, and that they've informed or influenced your ideas and decisions in a positive way. What will impress the admissions committee is not simply that you were immersed in unique experiences, but that you ultimately use them to guide you on a positive trajectory. Lastly, to close out your essay, pay attention to the final phrase of the question, which asks how your past experiences contribute to the person you're becoming. You need to provide clear evidence of your actions that illustrate your perspective. As with many other MBA applications, Haas gives you the opportunity to provide additional information through optional essays. You do not need to write one of these essays. They are optional after all. But if you truly believe a key element of your story or profile is missing from the rest of your application, this is your place to share it. Do not use this space to simply copy and paste a strong essay for another program in, or to dump in every bit of remaining information about yourself. Want to learn more about Haas? Check out On Track by mbaMission. Take our 2-minute questionnaire and get started with your customized learning path today. And if you're considering Haas, you may also be considering MIT Sloan. Check out the next video to find out how they compare.